welcome to Simple Accounting channel. This is Uttam sir. Today I have to discuss the business studies. My today's topic is business objectives. Before getting the clear idea about the business objective, we have to be known who are the behind against the business. Who are the behind the business? Those are the entrepreneurs, those are the businessmen. They are taking the initiatives to set up a business. But what their expectation? Why they are set up the business? Most of the people is say the profit. They are interested to make profit. These are the objectives. But this is not only the objectives. There are the different type of objectives. First of all, survival. For any new business, survival is the first objective of the business. So the businessman doing business in uncertain environment, external environment. That's why they are taking risks and they are under great pressure or tension. How the business is to be operated, if the business is going to operate profitably or not. So that's why first of all they have to be known what is the amount of sales or revenue, so that the cost and the expense or cost must be equal to the revenue. Revenue means sales. This is called the break-even point. Break-even point means initially any organization, the owner always expect to survive. If the cost and revenue are equal, then they can be survived. And by this way they get experience and knowledge what type of business they are doing and it is successful or not. They can understand, and what the people wanted from them they can understand clearly. They can take the decision or plan so that the business can be operated smoothly and profitably. So the first objective is survival. So they have to try survive initially. Then profit. Second objective is to make profit. This is obviously any sensible person set up the business, investing money, taking risks. That's why obviously they are expecting the profit. This is the second objectives. Maybe the third objectives, the growth. Sometimes some of the business, those are the entrepreneur of the organization, they are always expect the business is to grow day by day. So this is the growth. So the growth of the business is another objective for the businessman. Maybe the fourth objective, we have the greater market share. Sometimes business people, those who are taking the initiative for business, they are expect they will be the market leader of the business. It means they have to capture the greater market share. So they have to take some of the initiatives so that that objective can be attained. Maybe the next objectives is CSR, corporate social responsibility. Nowadays people is very aware and businessmen also the aware what the people is wanted from them. That's why CSR, corporate social responsibility. So they are interested to do the business serving the nation, serving the society. So if they can satisfy the society, then they can be survived and can do the business. So CSR, so corporate social responsibility, that is to be performed by the organization. Obviously they have to make profit, but social responsibility they never be ignored. So this is another objective. Sometimes some of the business who is the monopoly business or oligopoly business, they have the objective, short-term objective. They are interested to make more profit, abnormal profit. But this is not the easy things to make the abnormal profit. If your product is high quality and unique character, then you can do it. But this is not the good objective in long run. Those who are interested to the abnormal profit, that business may not be survived in longer time. And finally, we have some objectives, that is maximize the shareholder wealth. Those are the shareholder, those are the entrepreneur, those are the businessmen. The major businessman is always expect their wealth in the business will be increased day by day. This is the objective for them. So more or less that is the 8 objectives I have already discussed. But when an objective is effective objective, then that objective must be a criteria. So that criteria can be explained by some of the word. SMART, SMART, SMART. Through the SMART we can find the objective is good or not, it is efficient or not, effective or not. So that objective, first of all, the letter S for specific. Specific means when the business objective is going to be set up, then it must be specific for the people, those who are going to implement the business or the business idea. So that is called the specific. They must have to be clear about the objective. Then it can be easy to implement that. That is the S for specific. M for measurable. Whenever the business objective is going to be set up, it must be measurable. Maybe your business is going to be 10% increase in sales next year. So 10%. So the current what amount of profit, on that you have to apply the 10%. That is to be add up with the figure. The figure required, that is the amount we got, which to be achieved in next year. So it is the measurable. M for measurable. Then A for attainable. Attainable means whatever the objective set by the business, it must be attainable. So how it is to be explained? Attainable means maybe the business is always run by some constraint, some of the problem, some of the limitation. So what the business objective you are going to set, that must be attainable means maybe the resource available to the business, by that resource it must be available. If the resource is not sufficiently available, business objective may not be attained. So this is the attainable. Then R for relevant. Relevant means a business objective is irrelevant. Maybe some of the cleaner is over there, 10% is to be reduced the cleaning materials. He has to understand. But whenever you are going to say, you have to increase the greater market share, so it is useless for them. So it should be the relevant. Whenever it is the business objective, that must be relevant enough. Then finally T for time framework. It means whenever some of the objective is to be set up, then obviously there must have a time limit. Maybe the 1 month, 2 months, 6 months or 1 year. So time is to be specified. So these all together set SMART. So SMART is some of the character, some of the properties, some of the features. If the business objective is effective or not, that can be justified. Now, whenever you are going to achieve the objective, some of the conflict is to be developed. What they are? Conflict may be whenever some objective is going to be achieved, but some of the other problem is developed. So this is not sustainable. So objective must be sustainable. Sustainable means it not to harm to others. So first of all, I have to discuss the growth versus profit. What is growth? Growth means the business is to be expanded day by day. Growth versus profit. Profit, whenever you are going to growth, then profit is to be reduced. Definitely, maybe the what is the profit is generated by the business, some of the profit is to be utilized for research and development. Whenever you are going to use the money, research and development, then profit is to be reduced. Shareholder is to get a smaller profit. So it is making the conflict. So we have to try. This conflict is to be avoided. So some of the objective we have to set so that this can be eliminated. Second one, short term versus long term objectives. Some of the organization, if it is the monopoly organization or oligopoly organization, they have some objectives. to make abnormal profit. So abnormal profit when you is short-term profit. Abnormal profit cannot be achieved for the longer portion of time or long-term period. So some of the conflict is over there. Whenever you are going to make the abnormal profit, then either you have to reduce the cost of production or you have to make more advertisement so that market to be expanded. But whenever you are going to make more advertisement, so expenses to be more for the organization, as a result profit is to be declined. So if you are interested more profit, then you can't afford to make more advertisement. So this conflict is over there. So that should be sustainable. Third one, different type of stakeholders conflict. Different type of stakeholders conflict. What are the stakeholders? What actually mean the stakeholders? A stakeholder means some of the people, some of the organization, some of the institution which are normally be associated with the performance of the organization, which are influenced by the performance of the organization. That is called the stakeholders. Directly or indirectly, they are associated with your performance. I mean the business performance. If the business performance or business making more profit, they have to happy enough. So first of all, some of the conflict with the shareholders. Shareholder basically expect to get a better dividends. What is dividends? Dividends means the profit which is earning by the business. Some of the profit is to be given to the shareholders. So shareholder is to get the dividend. This is called the dividends. The amount are getting from their investment as a returns. That is called the dividends. Or sometimes it is said the profit which to be given to the shareholder is called the dividends. So basically, a shareholder is always expect more profit. But whenever you are going to given them more profit, then the research and development cost or the amount is to be remain a small amount. So that cannot be, because the big business or some of the dynamic business, they always expect to provide some of the money to the research and development. Otherwise, they cannot be survived in long run. That's why you are going to make more dividends to the shareholders, it must be conflict. So we have to make a sustainable decision so that both sides can be protected, shareholder as well as research and development. First conflict is there. Second conflict, we have some responsibility towards the customers. Customer means those who are the buyer or consume your product. They are the customers. So you have some responsibility towards them. The customer always expect to have the better quality product. The customer always expect the price will be the reasonable enough. Customer always expect the better services. So if these three things, maybe the better service, better quality products and lower price, customer expectation, but your product price is high enough, price is exorbitantly high, what is to happen? Customer is to be disappointed, customer not to be happy. So this is your responsibility to make them happy. So you have to try customer, you have to try to do something so that customer may be happy or satisfied. So conflict can be developed. So you have to do something so that customer can happy, but they are the disappointed, unhappy. Your product cannot be sold to them. You can't afford to do that. Third one, maybe the conflict of supplier. When you are going to produce the product, then obviously you have to buy the raw materials. That raw material is normally provided by the supplier. So they are selling the product to you on credit terms. Credit terms means you are not paying immediately to them, but some days later you have to pay. Maybe some of the supplier give you the 10 days credit. It means you are obligated, you are committed to pay after 10 days, not today. So this is the on credit terms. So whenever the supplier sold the product to you, then obviously that supplier expect, you have to pay them after 10 days. After 10 days, they are coming to your organization to get their money, but you say, oh, I forget it, better to come tomorrow. Tomorrow they once again come, but you say, oh, I forget that. So such type of behavior, such type of treatment, the supplier never be expected. So you have to satisfy, since that person is given you the credit terms, so you have to satisfy them. It means your commitment must be kept. Otherwise, that person never be interested to sell you on credit future. Then responsibility towards the employees or the managers. These the people, those who are working for the organization, and they are hard working, they are providing their effort maximum. So they naturally expect to have the better salaries or fringe benefits. So you have to consider them, because they are the blood of the organization. They are working for your organization. So you have to consider to pay them properly. You have to consider for how they are to be motivated, how they are to be satisfied. Otherwise, the business activities cannot be smoothly operated. You have to consider that. Then some of the responsibility towards the society. Society means the community. So they have some expectation. In any countries, those the people, those who are not directly associated to your organization but indirectly associated or related. Maybe some of the organization you are going to set up. So the people have the right getting job to your organization. So this is the sub to the community. Some community people, some of the society people getting job over your organization. So their quality of life is to be improved. So you have to consider that. So your responsibility is there to provide better job opportunity to the society. This is the sub to the community. Again, another responsibility or conflict is to be developed with the government. What they are? Government is providing the rules and regulations and providing you the license to do the business. So what is your responsibility towards the government? You have to do the business, you have to make profit. Some of the profit you have to be given to the government. That is your responsibility. But you are not providing the tax. You are avoiding the tax. So that is not fair enough. So this conflict is to be developed. Sometimes you are tricks, some avoiding the taxes. So government is to come forward to punish you. So this is not the fair things. Your reputation or organization reputation at a stake. So you can't afford to do that. So this is the conflict between the government and the organization. So always we have to try to make a sustainable development. Some of the action planning, some of the management decision has to be taken in such way so that the government and the organization, they can protect their own interest smoothly. That is the sustainable development. I always give an importance to the sustainable development. So that's all for today. Dear viewers, if it is enjoying to you, then obviously make a like and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a nice time. Goodbye.